Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Oh, God, bloody eyelash. God, stupid. All right, thank you. We're ready to begin. Let me start by introducing myself. My name is Aussie Villain, and I am the new Aston Villa manager. Now, this really is a dream come true for me. I've waited my whole life for this opportunity, and I look forward to trying to clean up the mess that was left behind by my predecessor. Now, do we have any questions? Yeah. Oh, yes, that's Alan Kaider, local reporter. Now, do you have any thoughts on the departure of Steven Gerrard? Yeah, look, I mean, from what I understand, he had his head turned and his heart just wasn't in the job anymore. Oh, my word, this is breaking news. Now, do you have any further information on what the job was? Look, I'm sort of talking out of school here, to be honest, but from what I understand, Klopp offered him the chance to coach Liverpool's under-8s, and it was too good a move for him to turn down, apparently. And to be fair to him, that's probably about his level. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Football Manager 23. Welcome to Aston Villa, and I'm very, very excited to get this beta series underway and see what we can do with what is my team in real life. I am an Aston Villa supporter, and I haven't played with them as them, I should say, for ages, and I'm very, very excited to have this series going. Now, one of the new features here, as we'll just quickly go through, is of course the supporter profile update. We can see there 10% hardcore, which I'm assuming is the Holt end. We've got the core, the family, fair weather, and the casuals and the corporates. And well, the supporters' influence on the board is low, so we don't have to worry too much about what they think of me, but obviously, it would be nice to have the fellow fans think kindly of me. Finish above Wolves in the league is one thing that we want to try and do. Get the better of West Brom and Birmingham should we happen to play against them. Of course, they're low down, aren't they? You don't have to worry about them unless it's in a cup. Entertaining attacking football and record a top half finish as well, which is what the fans want. Now, the board, I think I saw when I was setting this up, they want you to qualify for the Europa League. Now, obviously, Steven Gerrard has not got anywhere near that, which is why he has been shown the door. So let's hope that let's hope the board are a little bit more sensible like us fans are and realize that top 6 is not happening this season or any time soon for that matter. We'll just accept all that anyway because that's fine. Pre-season prep, we've got some friendlies there that are already set up. Injury update now, of course, Diego Carlos is out pretty much for the season. We might get him back towards the end. And we've got some reoccurring injuries there. The Danny Ings one is going to be the concern, isn't it? Squad selection rules, we don't have to worry too much about that just yet. And the transfer window is in progress. We do have, and we'll go to it in just a second, we do have a little bit of money to spend. So I have an idea where I'd like to spend it as well, but we'll just have to kind of see what becomes of that. Now, what's our must respond thing here? Oh, that's right. I was going to offer Miller Yednaka. Never mind about that. All right, so let's have a look at our squad here. And, well, I've sort of gone through and picked a preliminary starting 11, and we'll work on this as we go. But, yeah, well, if we go to reports so we can get an idea of how everybody looks here. Now, I've got to say, one thing that I was disappointed about was Kamara. I mean, I thought he was like maybe there's a little bit of potential there. He's not as good. I thought he was better the way that Villa were playing it up. So, I mean, he's not a must pick, really. Based on that anyway. So, yeah, we'll kind of see how we go. There is obviously the opportunity to sell some players here. Gilbert is wanted by lots and lots of teams. Now, he is decent, and as a right back, I don't know that I prefer him over Ashley Young, I think. So I don't know if we'll actually look to sell him. Now, Nakemba could be the one. If we can get 25 million for him, I will be absolutely laughing. So that's something we could look to do. Ollie Watkins is another one wanted by Arsenal and West Ham. If we could get 30 odd million for him, get in either. I mean, he's an okay striker and he's an okay wide player. I would almost rather sell him and get in a really good striker or a really good wide player, but yeah, we'll see what becomes of that. And we've got this guy here who's very, very high potential as well, but maybe more one for next season. I don't know if we can call him back, but we'll look at the squad planner momentarily and we can kind of see, well, not necessarily momentarily, but yeah, see what we can do there. It's whether we can get, Buendia, Coutinho and Bailey playing together. If we can do that, we're home free. We'll win the league, won't we? But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Now, the squad planner is, of course, a new thing to this version of FM. If we have a look at it to sort of judge I mean, goalkeeper, we know it's Martinez and then the rest, so we're not worried about that at all. If we look here, left back, Digna, who is obviously really good. We've got the on loan Augustinson, I guess. I mean, he's a good backup, so no problem there. And Ashley Young, not completely convinced, to be honest. Maybe in a more attacking area we could use him, but he's maybe experienced. We could use him for that. Centre backs, you can see all the guys we have there. We have good options at centre back. Maybe no one outstanding, but we'll kind of play it by ear and see how we go here. And the right backs, Cash, Chambers, Gilbert are all options, and then Young in theory. But like I say, I think if we're going to use him, I prefer him a little bit further up the pitch. But we'll play friendlies and see what we get. Central midfielders, John McGinn, absolute god amongst men. Love John McGinn. So yeah, that is, he'll be playing most weeks. We've got Louise Dendonka, which was just a bit of a strange signing for me. He's solid, but we've used a lot of money to sign him. Morgan Sanson, now he could be somebody. Creative player, if he can keep him fit, might be useful. Ramsey, of course, is very good, though I feel like maybe not. I mean, potential, I guess, is there for him, isn't it? And obviously Coutinho as well. If we can get a song out of him, then we'll be very, very happy villains. Right side of midfield, we can see everybody there. This guy's out on loan. He's not really developing as I think it was hoped, is he? So yeah, I mean, we could probably do with an out-and-out right winger. Buendia can play out there, but he's, yeah, not really. He's okay, isn't he? He's okay. He's a good player. I don't know. Maybe I don't know where he is going to be best suited. As the number 10, we've got a number of options that can play in there. And over on the left-hand side, I think Bailey could be our guy because he is left-footed. Get his pace going out there, whipping in crosses. I do like the look of that. And then we go and have a look at our strikers. And this is where I feel like we maybe are lacking a little bit. Danny Ings is... He's a goal scorer, isn't he? He's solid. Nothing wrong with him at all. Ali Watkins, I just feel like composure is his main weakness, isn't it? He gets in front of goal, and we see it in real life, and he freezes. Cameron Archer, I just don't think he's quite ready for the Premier League this season. Certainly someone that maybe come off the bench. And then, well, we've got this guy who's out on loan in MLS. So, yeah, I think we could maybe use a striker. And if we need to, even if we need to sell Ollie Watkins to... and the Marvelous Nakemba, if we need to sell them to get it done, I think I'm just about okay with that. But let me know what you guys think we need. Yeah, that's certainly my initial thoughts. Anyway, the dynamics, we'll have to obviously work on this. The hierarchy at the club, we've got a couple of supporters. Ashley Young support. You'll be starting at right back. Wherever you want to play, mate, you can start. Coutinho supports me as well. Dendonka, Olsen, and Kamara. I take it all back about you as well, Boubacar. Brilliant player. And yeah, so we can see there our general hierarchy as well. And the social groups will take a little bit of time to come together, but I'm sure that will be absolutely fine. Tactics are something that we'll work on, and we'll sort of come back to that more when we get to playing our first game. The staff, we've got more or less a full house. We can get another scout in and another couple of analysts and physios, but more or less we've got a full house there. We've actually got more coaches than we're supposed to. Training, we're not going to worry too much about that just yet. I'll have to have a bit of a play around with that and see when our friendlies are scheduled and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of friendlies being scheduled, we've got 3 right now. We will need more than that to prepare for the season, so I will have to go and add a few extras in there. Maybe some money spinners. We'll see what we get. And competitions, we are expected to qualify for the Europa League through the league, be competitive in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. So really, the board just want us to focus on the league, so we'll probably end up having to do that, won't we? The scouting, now this has changed a little bit for this version of the game. I will need to sink my teeth into this a little bit more, but yeah, we'll try and get a recruitment thing set up. And we'll go from there. The transfers, now there's no one that's coming in or out sort of pending. We can see here, though, the transfers in. 13 million for Dendonka just seems like a lot. Maybe Kamara on a free is actually a decent deal. But we haven't spent much yet, have we? And we can see there the outs. Yeah, lots of loanees. And what's Louis Barry doing these days? He was supposed to be really, really good. Another one, isn't it? Just not quite kicked on as would have been hoped. The club info. For those of us that are not familiar with it, we can see it all there. Yeah, it is what it is. The club vision, we've just kind of seen that. The finances, this is the interesting thing. 4 million in the bank, 30 million to spend. So that is something that we will perhaps look, I mean, we'll get money through the year, obviously, in the Premier League, so there's no concerns. But yeah, we will probably look to sell a little bit as well to complement that. And then on the wages side of things, we have about 100 grand a week, not quite that much. So we will look to build upon that. But yeah, there we go. So that is the Aston Villa team that we are taking over. We will come back and we will start the season, Bournemouth and Brentford. Now, of course, in real life, the Brentford game got postponed, didn't it? But certainly Bournemouth did not go well for us. Chelsea got postponed as well, didn't it? That was all the Queen stuff. So yeah, we'll come back for that. I will hopefully get some transfers done. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. There'll be lots and lots of stuff going on throughout FM23. And yeah, leave some comments as well. Helps get this out in front of as many eyes as possible, as well as those likes. And yeah, so let me know where and who you think we should sign, and I'll do my very best to do it. But until next time, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.